Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're diving into some of the most jaw-dropping natural disaster footage that you simply have to see. From powerful hurricanes to massive earthquakes, these videos will leave you stunned. Stay tuned as we explore the raw force of nature in action. Subscribe and watch 35 shocking natural disaster footages. Avoid getting too close to the twisted tree roots when a storm hits, as this could lead to a dangerous situation. Remaining composed and having the ability to evaluate what's happening is essential, just as the cargo handler demonstrated when narrowly avoiding disaster at the final moment. On October 2nd, in Hubei, China, a red SUV was driving along the road when, without warning, the driver made a sharp turn to the right to dodge a rock that had rolled down from the mountainside. Afterward, he immediately pulled over to collect himself. Fortunately, the car only suffered minor damage, and the driver emerged unscathed. The ancient city of Petra, with its quiet stone walls, now confronts the challenges posed by heavy rains and floods on December 26th. It's remarkable how history and nature intersect in such moments. However, when nature unleashes its fury, staying calm and seeking safe spots becomes the top priority to ensure safety. A video from Sebastian Zedka in Morgantown, Berks County, captured the moment when fierce winds swept the house away. Thankfully, no injuries were reported, but it highlighted the critical need to secure our homes and be prepared for the destructive power of storms. An avalanche roared down the Qinghai Tibet Plateau, often called the roof of the world. Sitting 4,500 meters above sea level, this breathtaking plateau is home to towering peaks like Everest and K2. When floods struck Dinal, the powerful current swept cars off the road, creating a terrifying and unimaginable scene. A landslide unexpectedly blocked the route between Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan, forming a natural obstruction that made the road impassable. On February 11th, Keflavik, Iceland, was hit by a powerful snowstorm, with winds howling at speeds over 100 kilometers per hour. The intense storm caused severe weather conditions, making travel dangerous and creating challenging circumstances for residents and visitors alike as they faced the full force of nature's fury.
Il y a plutôt des avalanches. Putain, c'est beau. Ben voilà. Alors, énorme.
Énorme.
The snow depth in Hujiang reached 53 centimeters, Aihui recorded 47 centimeters, and Tahai measured 49 centimeters, all surpassing their previous snow depth records, marking an extraordinary weather event in the region. A basketball game in Dagupan City, Pangasinan, Philippines, was abruptly interrupted when an uninvited guest made an appearance. The roof of the basketball court unexpectedly collapsed. Debris also struck the nearby gym. In the panic that followed, everyone scrambled for safety. The cause was later traced to Typhoon Daksiri, whose powerful winds led to the roof's collapse and damaged equipment inside. Fortunately, no one was injured. The gym's representative announced the facility would be closed for at least 2 weeks for roof repairs. The Embraer E175 had just landed and was waiting for the storm to subside before heading to the gate. Suddenly, a lightning bolt struck the plane's tail. Witnesses described it as happening so quickly, with a loud bang followed by sparks flying. Once the storm weakened, technicians quickly assessed the damage. Fortunately, the aircraft sustained only minor damage, and all passengers on board were unharmed. On April 28th, as 6 people worked in the yard, the ground unexpectedly sank, swallowing a house pillar several feet tall. A sinkhole, about 8 feet wide and 16 feet deep, suddenly opened up. Realizing the danger, the 6 people quickly ran to safety. Fortunately, no one was injured, and no one fell into the sinkhole. Moments later, local authorities arrived to investigate the cause of the incident.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
This is unbelievable. Cars are now floating like boats, swept away by the raging waters. Completely helpless before the power of nature, it's a stark reminder of the need to respect and protect the environment. Oh my god, so much damage. When floodwaters rise and everything feels hopeless, it's people like firefighters who become the only source of light. A sincere thank you to the kind Samaritan who didn't hesitate to help. Saving an elderly man from his flooded car during the storm. Ten years ago, a powerful hailstorm significantly affected the lives of Brisbane residents, including the Oztic office in Wollongabba. Thankfully, no one was injured. But the aftermath proved challenging, particularly with the office dealing with a power outage. According to the Courier Mail, the storm caused a staggering $1 billion in damage to the city. In the midst of adversity, unity echoed loud and clear. The villagers, concerned not just for their own safety, but for the well-being of others, banded together to warn and assist those at risk from the looming flash floods. This simple yet powerful act of kindness was truly something to be cherished. Hurricane Ian slammed into Florida, tearing the roof off a beachfront property in a jaw-dropping display of nature's raw power. The force of the storm left a lasting impression, showcasing the immense strength of Mother Nature. Powerful winds ripped through California, sending debris flying and transforming the streets into a treacherous obstacle course. Every step felt like a calculated risk as people navigated the chaos, urging each other, "Let's go home, let's go."
Let's go home, let's go home.
On the northeast coast of Florida, storm clouds swirled as lightning cracked through the sky above the Atlantic, with nature putting on a wild, electrifying show. The fierce display of power left a stunning, yet awe-inspiring impression. Incredible footage showed the moment a dam in Michigan collapsed last week. The floodwaters that followed drained an entire lake, causing severe consequences for thousands of residents. This incident brings attention to the growing concern about the state of dam infrastructure across the United States.
There it goes. There it goes.
Deborah Bruegel had an unforgettable experience in the pool at her Ridgecrest home when a sudden 7.1 magnitude earthquake struck. Fortunately, she managed to escape the dangerous situation as soon as the shaking started. Meanwhile, in Izmir, Turkey, it seemed like just another normal working day until the ground shook unexpectedly. Security cameras captured employees rushing through the office, with some seeking shelter under desks as the building shifted. This was the third major earthquake to hit Turkey in 2020. Thick snow blanketed the northern highlands of Turkey, transforming the landscape into a breathtaking winter wonderland. However, this beauty came with its own set of challenges. A nearly 1-foot thick layer of snow covered the roads, causing major disruptions to traffic. Dozens of flights were cancelled or delayed due to the harsh weather. Workers and rescue vehicles were quickly mobilized to clear the roads and ensure public safety. According to Turkey's meteorological agency, the country was experiencing a polar vortex, with temperatures in some provinces expected to drop to a frigid negative 14 degrees Celsius. This marked one of the longest cold spells in a decade, predicted to last for another 2 weeks.
Böyle giderse akşam 50 santim olur.
On September 18th, a volcanic eruption unexpectedly occurred at the Taban Wildlife Park in Malaysia. However, this eruption was far from typical. It wasn't lava, but mud. According to the area manager, a group of foreign tourists exploring the forest were suddenly startled by a massive explosion. Moments later, a powerful surge of liquid mud erupted from a crack in the ground. The entire event unfolded in just about 10 minutes. The manager explained that the mud was harmless and not hot, believed to be rich in minerals that attract various wildlife. This was not the first mud volcano eruption in the area, as similar events occurred in 2014 and 2019. Last August, an unexpected clash between humans and nature unfolded at Torre del Paine National Park in Chile. One of the two tourists recalled that there had been 2 small avalanches earlier, prompting them to stay at the viewpoint to take photos.
Oh, impresionante.
Suddenly, a massive wave of snow came crashing down from the mountaintop. They were both stunned and amazed to witness such a breathtaking sight.
Oh, loco.
We were safe in the end, but I have to admit, we were a bit irresponsible as we didn't consider the risks, he admitted. The path was buried under snow, covering their footprints and making it difficult for them to find their way back. Unexpected rain transformed the once peaceful space, serving as a reminder of nature's strength and unpredictability. The sudden shift left a lasting impression of how quickly the environment can change, highlighting the raw power of the elements. When rainwater flooded the basement of a fire station in St. Louis, Missouri, it became clear that no place is completely immune to the impact of natural disasters. Even the most prepared facilities can be caught off guard by nature's unpredictable force. In 2016, Yonsei University Library in Seoul was compared to a water park after a shocking flood struck the campus. According to the Korea Herald, the flood was caused by North Korea's sudden release of water from the Hwanggang Dam near the South Korean border. As heavy rainfall intensified, massive flooding ensued, and evacuations were quickly carried out to ensure safety. On July 23rd, a hydrothermal explosion occurred at the Biscuit Basin Geyser in Yellowstone National Park, USA. While there were no casualties, the Biscuit Basin area was promptly closed to ensure the safety of visitors in light of the eruption. A stroke of incredible luck was captured on camera when 55-year-old teacher Bernard Williams narrowly avoided a lightning strike that hit the exact spot he had just vacated. The tree's wooden debris struck the trunk of his car, but remarkably, he walked away unscathed with no injuries. Hurricane Helen triggered a severe landslide, but fortunately, no one was injured in the aftermath. In the blink of an eye, half of the mountain collapsed onto Neffin Beach, creating a stunning and dramatic scene. Fortunately, the tourists were able to escape in time and capture the unforgettable moment. Despite being warned and evacuated, the collapse of the mountain in layers still left the people in shock, as the sudden disaster took them completely by surprise. In Texas and Florida, heat waves have played a role in the formation of tornadoes. On June 25th, 2023, in Indiana and Arkansas, a tornado spawned by thunderstorms caused significant damage, leaving dozens of homes affected. A massive blaze and a fire tornado were captured during the Chaparral Fire in Merida, California. At the time of filming, the fire had spread across 450 acres. The Chaparral Fire ignited on August 28, 2021, near Cleveland Forest Road and Tannehaw Road, southwest of Merida in San Diego County. Emergency evacuation orders were quickly issued to ensure the safety of residents in the affected areas. Located at the crossroads of active seismic fault lines, Turkey is one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the world. On October 16th, a powerful 6.0 magnitude earthquake struck eastern Turkey, causing buildings and streets to shake violently. Chunks of bricks and stones fell in some areas. The Emergency Response Agency received dozens of calls for assistance from citizens. 3 buildings were destroyed, and nearly 190 people were injured and treated in local hospitals. Thankfully, no fatalities were reported from the earthquake. On the evening of June 16, 2014, an unforgettable natural phenomenon unfolded outside the town of Pilger, Nebraska. Footage captured by a GoPro mounted on a truck provides a raw, up-close view of the storm's sheer power. Two massive tornadoes appeared together, wreaking havoc in an instant, tearing through everything in their path. With winds reaching up to 217 miles per hour, the tornadoes threw residents' lives into chaos. The National Police swiftly responded, assisting the victims and clearing the debris left behind by these destructive forces.
Again, we are west of the storm, so please, if you think this is a safe job, it's really not. You got to be, in a safe place at it.
Thanks for watching. If you were amazed by these incredible natural disaster videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more thrilling content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What was the most shocking moment for you? Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.